When I'm on video, people can connect directly with. I always say the best thing in the world is what you just did, which is being in a room with people. The second best thing to that is me being on video, because they're gonna catch my DMV vernacular. They're gonna catch the way I laugh. People always like, man, you got like a very unique laugh. They don't know that through my emails. In my emails, I'm like, ha, ha, ha. You know, it ain't the same. Welcome to another episode of the Traffic Sales and Profits Show. My name is Lamar Tyler, and I'm your host. And today we're going to talk about something that everybody has on the tip of their tongue, but few people know how to actually do it, how to create it, and how to get it out. We're talking about content. And I got my man, Dontell Antonio.
Man,
what's going on,
What's
right?
going on, King?
Right, listen, this man is the content king in the building. Thank you for coming in.
No, thank you for having me. It's a pleasure.
Nah, man, so I want to talk about today how we can get these people locked into like what content really is and how to create it. Because do people make it harder than it gotta be?
Yeah, it's like an overthought process, right? So they just overthinking, and as you overthink it, you only thinking about all of the bad things that'll come out and not the good things.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I'm gonna be nervous.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look bad.
I'm shy.
Yeah, right. My house ain't clean and dirty, or it's too dirty, too clean, too small, too big. All that stuff behind us, but not like everything, but getting down to it.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, I love it, right? So I know you got some nuggets. Before you do, I'm just curious, how in the world did you get into this?
Man, I've been creating content since the age of 13, and I have not stopped. So I started as a graphic designer, and I was doing all the graphics for my middle school, high school, Skills USA.
What city or state was this?
So it was coming from Chicago to Georgia.
Okay.
Right? And then it was like, it saved me from being in the streets, to be honest, because it gave me something extra to do.
Right.
And so I fell in love with it because it's creating. And it really started because I was a rapper. And when I started as a rapper, a guy was doing my mixtape cover. He moved too slow. And I said, bro, can you give me that program that you use it? And he gave me a thing called Photoshop. And I ain't been asleep since.
Nice. So I love it because what you're talking about is the fact that content is different formats.
Yeah.
I hate how sometimes people get like so locked in that content is a reel or content is YouTube or content is TikTok. But content, I mean, can we talk about that for a second?
Content is just a vehicle, right? And so I want people to understand the vehicles, the shells, like we got different type of cars. We got different type of content. So you got your videos, your photos, your graphics, email, text message, and all that is just a shell of a car. And inside of that car is your message, right? And so, but a lot of times people don't know their message, so that's why they can't create content. They're like, oh, it don't work. How it works? You just don't know who you talking to, and then you need a direction to get there, right? So, and that's why marketing and promotion, all that come in, but you got to know where you're headed. Otherwise, you're driving in circles.
I think that's so dope. My wife and I, we started originally as bloggers, and everybody used to go out and introduce themselves and say they were bloggers. And back then, I say, no, we're not bloggers, we content creators. And the reason I said that was the same thing you said. I was like, blogging is just a vehicle. Right? I mean, like what we do is we tell stories. Right now, we tell it just through blogs. Then we start doing documentaries. Then we told it through documentaries. Then later on, we told it through short form content, like whatever it was, right? Like, and whatever it is at the moment, realize that that's just there for the moment.
That's it.
Like 2 years from now, it's going to be something else. 5 years from now, it's going to be an app or something that we ain't never even heard of that, who knows, right? The person that's going to make that app may not even be, they might still be in high school or middle school or something, right? But being able to realize, I think that piece you said, right? Being able to realize that, hey, like, don't get so caught on just the rapper. It's really about the message.
That's it.
How do people get that message together, though?
Well, they got to know who they serving, right? And so when I talk to entrepreneurs, I say, what is your purpose? Why you got started? And see, I got started creating content so I can help other people have a business that say, since 18, or since 19, we don't got enough businesses that have been around for a long time.
True.
All our businesses are brand new. And so my whole goal is to use content to create your business so it can have a history and so you can build your legacy. And so my whole purpose with content is to use that as a vehicle. So I know I'm serving entrepreneurs that got a purpose that's bigger than them. That's why I call them creative entrepreneurs.
So let's go deeper. So give me more about this creative entrepreneur piece.
Yeah. So creative entrepreneurs.
Because a lot of entrepreneurs don't look at themselves as creatives.
So you got entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurs is just somebody that started an LLC, and you don't got a purpose. Your purpose could be money, right? You don't really got no purpose. You just like, I got a business, and Yeah, I got a business, right? And then you got a creative entrepreneur. See, a creative entrepreneur has a purpose that's bigger than them. So when they started their business to help others. So no matter what happens in this world, that purpose is going to push them to get to their goal, no matter how life be lifing, no matter what comes in the way, no matter how technology changes, they're still going to head towards their purpose no matter what, and they're going to create an opportunity every time.
For you, how did you identify what that purpose was? Because I meet people, right? I'm sure you say, man, like I'm doing this, but I can't really, trying to figure out what my purpose is or what's pushing me. Like, how did you figure yours out?
Man, it's so crazy. It was like over time. And as I look back, it was like, see, I'm a kid from Chicago. My mother was addicted to crack cocaine. My daddy got killed when I was 1. So I'm a real project baby. But what I realized is the reason why I'm here today is because other people poured into me and saved me and impacted my life. So I created a thing, and I own a trademark called impactful content.
I'm glad you said that, because somebody's going to be like, that's real good. They're going to be on Facebook and Instagram talking about, I'm going to introduce y'all to impactful content.
Yeah, right. And so what I did was put my purpose and my God-given gift together as one. And so my whole God-given gift is to help people discover their purpose and help and create impact in the world and make a difference. And I use content as the vehicle to do that, because if nobody know you exist, they don't know you exist.
That's good.
So
when you say that, what that makes me think about is that I would imagine for some people, creating that content actually also helps them discover the purpose that they don't know yet, right? It's like, I was talking to some new entrepreneurs a few days ago, and I think a lot of times people are so set on trying to figure out like what the finish line, like what is the end? I got to get this thing perfect. And I was saying, well, now you just got to get started.
Yes.
Like once you get started, then you'll figure out like, hey, go left, not right. Hey, let me, go 2 yards down this way and then make a turn. But if you're trying to like figure out from the starting line, like what the end game is.
It will never happen, because every time you get to a new line, it's a new vision. See, because you looking at a vision from the perspective of where you at now, not in the new levels that you're going to head into. So I tell people, just think about the overall, but stop attempting to paint the canvas now. Like do it in sections. Everything built up. Everything that you did built up for this level. And sometimes people see where you at today and they want to get there, not understanding that you have to go through all of this first. So I tell them, take it day by day, work backwards. If your goal is to do this certain thing, all right, what steps you need to take? And then most of the time, entrepreneurs started their business because they had a problem that they didn't like that they want to solve. And so I say, what is that problem that you want to solve? And then let's get deeper into that and let's go around that, because when you got a purpose and when you driven and you going to do it, nobody going to stop you. I don't care how hard they come, they ain't stopping you. So it's just really helping them understand it's okay to take your time.
I think that's good. I like how the fact is that piece about that bigger purpose.
Yeah.
Because most of the time I think people are trying to stop you.
Yeah.
Whether they know it or not, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's on accident. Sometimes it's through their own limiting beliefs.
Yeah.
And it's easy for them to tell you, like, that's going to be too hard.
Yeah.
You shouldn't. Usually at a conference.
Yeah.
I'm sure some people's like, you really want to start out? Like, I'm sure somebody had to be like, it's some other things you should do before you did that.
When I tell you the devil was coming, life was life, everything was happening, people was discouraging me, but it's like, I don't care. I really don't care. I never lie to myself. Everything that I say I'm gonna accomplish, I accomplish. And I learned that at 10. Like, since my mother was on dope, I had to figure it out. So at 10, I wanted this scooter that cost $214 from Target. And literally, I never cut grass a day in my life. I never even had grass. I'm from Project. We ain't had grass. The government did that. We had a little thingy thing. And so one of my homeboys had a lawnmower. And I said, man, I want this thing. Let's go cut grass. So at 10 years old, I knocked on the door, strangers. The first person told me no. Few people kept telling me no. One lady opened the door. Her name is Allie Moore. She opened the door. She paid us $12.50. And that week, the next day, my friend, he quit. I said, what I got to do to keep using your lawnmower? At the end of the week, I had the $214 and I bought my scooter. And so what that told me is anything that I want in this world, I can get it as long as I put in the work for it. And so that's been my calling, my whole thing, my whole life. So I never lie to myself.
One question. After you got a scooter, did you keep cutting grass?
Yeah. And okay. I sold candy. I sold candy on the corner, lemonade on the corner. I sold pops. I did all types of stuff, and it kept me going. You know what I'm saying? And in the wintertime, we shovel snow. Yeah, 100%. And then I started going to China. I started ordering stuff from China. So in middle school, like I was ordering stuff from China and selling it to people in my school from China using the PSP.
I love it.
And then go to the dollar store and I buy magnet earrings. I think it was like $5 like $3 a pack, and I sell each earring. It come with 2 in a pack. I sell each earring for $5. Cause we couldn't wear real earrings, so
Right,
we had to
yeah,
bag
yeah,
them.
yeah.
Yeah. So
You're making all the money out there.
100%.
So if somebody's watching and they saying this sounds good, you know, I want to know who I'm talking to. I feel like I got a purpose. But man, like everybody talking about content now need to be video.
Yeah.
How do they get in front of that video?
Man, the simple.
I mean, you hear this sometimes, right? Challenges
Yeah.
people got around getting with video.
That's what I talk to. I help entrepreneurs be their authentic self in front of the camera. That's what I do. But what I want them to understand is, what is the purpose? And see, if your purpose, can your message get to that person by you putting out a graphic or a photo? Or do you have to show up as you so they can build and connect with you? And if you got to show up as you, then show up as you. Because when you got a purpose, nothing going to stop you from hitting that purpose. So if you talking about a camera, when 9 times out of 10, Lamar, they in a room by themselves. So when you creating content, you in a room by yourself. So who you running from? Who you hiding from? 9 times out of 10, you hiding from you. You don't believe in you. You don't trust in you. You don't trust in what you saying. You know you lying to yourself. So what I want you to stop doing is stop lying to yourself and start coming up as your authentic self. Get in front of the camera. If video is for you, then do it. If it ain't for you, still do it.
Either way.
Because you got to do it eventually.
Guess what? If you enjoyed the last few minutes of this episode of the TSP Show, you gotta watch the full thing. But it's only available on The Convo. You can register today totally free at theconvo.tv or scroll down below for a listing of all of your favorite streaming apps where you can watch it today.